name is Andy Miller. I'm from Powder Springs, Georgia. My career for the past 28 years has been a property loss control engineer. This position requires me to be away from my family on a weekly basis, flying all over the nation, including those all-night red-eye flights to get back home. I don't know about your experience, but for me, travel sounds great until you have to do it all the time. I'm the husband of my best friend for the past 28 years, and we have 4 kids, not including the dog, and I hate being away from my family. To make it worse, I am unable to sleep on a plane, and I've tried it all. Neck pillows, leaning against the window, even prescription Ambien. Nothing seems to work for me. And as I get older, the all-nighters take a lot longer to recuperate from. This desperation for, but inability to sleep, resulted in the creation of my product. Sleep Aboard is a padded and soft, fleece-covered support platform for your head to rest on when in a seated position with limited space, such as on a plane, a train, a bus, really even in the terminal when you have extended wait periods and you just want to get some rest. On the plane, I would often put my backpack into my lap and I would hug it and wish that I had some way to lean against something that would support my head. And of course, the tray table is no longer an option unless you snag an exit row because of the limited space between you and the seat in front of you. For several years, I've researched a sliding hinge that would allow the two boards to go up and then tilt over at a 40-degree angle, but I just wasn't able to find it in industry.
Hey, I'm Brent Moxie. I have been married for, let's see, almost 19 years now. I've got 2 kids. One will be heading into high school, 9th grade, and one will be heading into middle school, 6th grade, out here in Georgia. We don't have junior highs and things like that. So it's been an amazing, fun ride of life through the world of advertising and marketing. And currently now I am a kids pastor out here in a church in Dallas, Georgia. So it's a suburb northwest of Atlanta, Georgia. And I've been a kids pastor here for 10 years now. Absolutely love it. And my good friend Andy Miller approached me and said, "Hey, I've got this idea for a product. What do you think?" And I was like, "Yes, I am on board. Let's do this thing." So he brought me on board as the director of marketing, and we decided to just full on gung ho do this thing. And so here we are. We're coming to you guys, and we're excited about the opportunity, and we're excited about bringing this product in front of millions of people. And we're going to tell you a little bit more about the vision behind it. And Andy's going to tell you a little bit more about where he came up with the concept of this in the first place. So here, Andy and I are now together, right?
Yep.
And pretty excited about this venture. I love that we're able to do this together as friends. But one of the things that Andy is really, really keen on is a relationship he had with his father. And I would love for everyone out there to get a chance to hear a little bit about your inspiration, where it came from, and why you decided to gung-ho on a product like this in the first place.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Brent. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my dad, he was my hero. He was my biggest inspiration, and really why I wanted to become an engineer in the first place. He taught me by example how to never say can't, but to always be a problem solver, figure it out. And even though he had poor health throughout his life, he always took care of his family. He supported his family. And even around the house, we had all kinds of innovative projects that we would always work on the weekend together. And he just showed me by example how to love God and how to love and put others first.
Very cool.
And so, because he always put his family first. And he's actually passed away. He died 31 years ago at a very young 51 years of old when I was 21. And in college. So really everything that I am today is because of him.
That's cool. You saw a problem in the world, which is because you traveled a lot,
Yep.
as you said, and you saw that people were sleeping all sorts of different ways on the plane or on trains or wherever it was, and you said, you know what, I've got to figure out a way to fix that. And so.
And you know what? I was having that same problem. I was desperate for sleep, but I just couldn't get there. So actually this product not only solves the problem for millions of others, right, but it was my dilemma that I solved by creating the Sleep Aboard.
Ooh.
So it works for me, and I just really believe that it's going to work for millions of others.
I love that. Well, this next segment, we're now going to show you how the product works, and I think you'll agree. It's a pretty awesome invention right here. So we've seen lots of products on the market, right? We've all been in airplanes, trains, planes, automobiles, right?
Yeah.
Good movie.
Yeah.
But for this, nothing fit the bill. So we've tried, what, Andy? The neck pillows,
Neck
right?
pillows, yeah.
They're everywhere. They are saturated all over the market, right? You've got them around your luggage. You've got people trying to carry them on their arm. But it's got that same motion of just kind of leaning back, right?
Right.
And then,
And for me, it just wasn't comfortable. I mean, neck pillows just don't work for me.
yeah, especially as the airplane seats lean back and kind of up a little bit. Now you're starting to bob this way. You can't get your neck all the way in the right spot, right? And then there's the people that don't want to worry about the neck pillows because they look goofy, especially if you're on a business trip or you don't want one more thing to carry with you that's bulky and won't shrink down flat, I guess. And so you decide, I'm good. I'm just going to sit there, and what happens next?
Suddenly your
trying
head's
to-
down and your head's bobbing if you do happen to go to sleep. Or of course there's the other option we've all seen, is your head tilted back, mouth wide open. You're either snoring or you're drooling.
Oh, and then your neighbor's sitting over there, and he's like pretending he's not looking, but really, big beautiful selfie. Cha-ching, right?
Suddenly
The
you're all
World
over
Wide
the
Web has your drool on your face all over it. And you
There
said,
you
I don't want to be that guy, right?
Yep, but so many of us turn out being that way.
Yeah,
right?
so nothing is working. We've seen the big inflatable thing. You're sitting there for 20 minutes trying to blow it up before you put your head on it. And
Yep.
Andy said, no, we've got to figure out something better. So
Well, at some point, somebody beside you may want to get out of their seat, and then you have to deflate, and then so it just
Deflate
causes
gate.
bubble.
It's a whole nother
There you
thing,
go.
right? All right, so let's take a look at the actual product in action.
Let's do it.
Demonstration time. So now we have our demonstrator, Tammy, here. How you doing, Tammy? Great. Thanks for demonstrating the product. So Andy, show us how it's done.
Yeah, when you get in a plane and with all the confined space that you now have with seats so much almost at your knees with the airplane design, or the train, or the bus, or the back seat of the car with the kids, you basically will pull your backpack up into your lap, and by doing that, suddenly you have all kinds of leg room. So you can now extend out with your feet, and then you have you put the shoulder straps in reverse on as Tammy's done. And the sleeper board's already in the backpack, so go ahead and start.
It's thin. I noticed how thin it is right here. Which is
Yep.
always good.
Yep. It's about the size of the back of a notebook, so that it's not taking up a lot of space. You extend the headrest out, you zipper up the sides so that it kind of stays securely in place, and then you hug the backpack so that and interlock your arms, so it just kind of got a nice snug feel there. And the rest of it should be kind of user-friendly. You lean your head against it and against the padded, soft, fleece-covered platform. And
And I
then
think
away
at
you go.
this, perfect 45-degree angle, nothing out there. We had tried pillows. They were too far down, right? And we've talked about that before. But this holds it at such an angle to where you're not getting any type of kink in your neck, and it's just a relaxed place to put your head. Now, a bonus here is that now Tammy, while she's sleeping for her hour, 2 hours, 8 hours, 20 minutes, whatever it is, backpack's not walking away either, right?
That's right.
People aren't getting into your pockets. People aren't grabbing anything and going. If you're sitting at a bus stop and you decide to take a little nap here, your stuff is safe and secure.
Right, and that was always my thing. Even waiting in the terminal in the airports, I would when I feel myself start to doze, then before I had this product, then I would wrap the backpack strap around my leg, or I'm sitting there having my hand on it because I'm afraid somebody's going to walk off with my stuff. So this way it keeps it safely cradled in your arms.
I like it. Then when it's time to put it away, it's fairly simple. It's everything in reverse. And you're using very little space again in your backpack. Your laptop fits in there along with that. You zip it up, and you're ready to go on your way. We are seeking $35,000 in exchange for 15% ownership in the company. We're looking for a shark or sharks that see potential in this product. So we're going to use that money for marketing purposes. We're going to use it for inventory and fulfillment.
Yep. To date, we have a utility patent that's been filed and accepted, and we have trademark protections for the name as well as the name and the logo, Sleep Aboard. And to date, we have invested $72,838 into the business, and that's mainly gone toward the patents as well as just the design. The big thing was the injection mold tool, creating inventory, doing the marketing piece, that's what we've used that money for. So
And the Sharks, you guys have a connection that we don't have. And so we're excited to jump on board and be partners in this. In addition to that, a portion of the proceeds that come from Sleep Aboard will go back to a country that we're invested in called Burkina Faso, Africa, and it's going to go to building wells that are there. So we love to put that on an American-made, fully made product that we're going to be able to help another country elsewhere.
Yep. And that's another thing, all manufacturing is done in the United States, right here in Georgia. So, thanks very much.
Looking forward to it.